What's up? It's drumaq, and I'm hanging out with Rob on Front Row Live. Make sure to check out our interview.
Congratulations with the new single Glow. This is the first taste of your upcoming debut EP. So, as an artist, when you are about to do that single that kind of paves the way for a new record or a new EP, what do you go through as far as deciding why this single is like the best way to introduce this upcoming EP?
Right. Honestly, I feel like my thought process behind choosing that is probably a little bit different than a lot of other artists are. I definitely lead with like storyline versus what I think is going to be like the quote unquote biggest song. And for me, Glow just really felt like it was saying exactly like where I am right now in my life, and I feel like for the rest of the music to make sense for my old listeners and the new ones, I feel like they need to like hear this first, and once they understand like my head where I'm at now, I think it'll be the whole like picture will be painted a lot more clearer.
What was this creative process for you for this song in particular? And did you feel like this was different to the other songs that are going to be on this EP?
Yeah, definitely. This song actually, well, the entire EP was created in. So every song was definitely not really created as easily as, it usually is. This song specifically, it started out as a freestyle that I made on my iPhone one night when I was just listening to type beats on YouTube. That's basically the way I started writing music actually back in when I grew up in Canada. I obviously didn't have access to like studios and understand the whole process of it. So I would literally just type in like Lady Gaga or like Rihanna type beat or some shit, and I would just write over that. So every once in a while, especially when I wasn't in sessions, I just wanted to, keep writing and keep staying inspired. So I would, throw some shit on my TV in my living room, and then I'd record on my phone, and that was just one of the freestyles that came out. And I was like, wait, I actually like really like that. I'm not really sure what I said, but yeah, I liked it enough to send it to some producers of friends of mine, and then we got in and made it a whole song. So
The fact that you kind of freestyled with that, like how different was it in the recording process? Just because when when you do a freestyle kind of when you have that freestyle vibe, I feel like you have such a different emotion compared to when you actually go into the studio to record it. So how were you able to kind of mimic that same emotion during the recording process?
honestly, I'm like such a perfectionist, and when I'm recording, specifically like cutting vocals, I will do it over and over and over again. And this song, for whatever reason, I we own the whole first verse, which is the original freestyle of what I wrote. That was one take. We didn't comp anything. We didn't change anything. So honestly, it kind of just like, I guess because it was written and just flew out of me so naturally. I guess recording it was just as easy, which definitely isn't the case for every song. There's a lot of songs that I like still, even that are out, that I'm like, I wish I recorded that differently. But it's part of it. But for whatever reason, this one, it really came out pretty smoothly. And honestly, the next song I'm dropping next month did not come out this smoothly. Like it took a lot more like takes and figuring out how to pronounce things and do things than this one. But I love them both equally, obviously. But yeah.
Now, the fact that you've been able to write for other artists as well, or co-write with other artists as well, what kind of impact does that play on your own material when you're writing for yourself?
It's honestly really great because obviously when you're writing for someone else, you're kind of tapping into not only a different story than your own, but also typically like slightly different like sonic space too. So it's fun to just be able to like take myself out of my own storyline and what I listen to and just like tap into someone else's. Um because I also feel like writing for my artist project I just take really seriously, and I get frustrated really easily, and I always want it to be about real shit that's going on in my life. So it's just nice to like kind of step away from that for a second and just like still create and make music and do what I love, but just do it kind of in a different headspace.
And the headspace must have been insane because of you were recording this during this whole year that we've already had. So how are you able to focus on trying to be positive in your music as opposed to like kind of breaking down? Because a lot of us got very, our mental health really took a toll during this time. So how are you able to balance that during the creative process of this EP?
Right. Honestly, like I'm so blessed and grateful that I was able to like really take that time and like spend it with myself and work on myself. And um I think that really just showed through the music. I was just really able to, I wasn't like I wasn't with my family, so I wasn't necessarily worried about like getting people sick, or like I didn't have much other than me and my roommate at the time, Olivia, to like really worry about directly. So I was able to just, yeah, put all my energy into myself and just work on myself and my mental health, and I think that really showed through the music. Um and yeah, I'm just obviously very blessed and grateful to be in that position, but yeah, that's what it was.
Now, when it comes to vocals for your music, how did you figure out what kind of trials did you have to go through before you kind of figured out your sound and realized this is what you are as an artist. This is what your sound is like. And then on top of that, like, how did you learn to sing the way that you do?
I definitely in recent times have fallen in love with guitar, and I think like if anything can sound great just over guitar at the end of the day, like it's a good song in my books.
Mhm.
So I really have fallen in love with guitar, and most of my songs start that way. So that's definitely carried on from my last project to this project. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I think it was a lot of just like growing up, and once I discovered that music style that I wasn't really exposed to naturally just around my parents or whatever, I was just like, damn, I really love this. Rihanna specifically was like the one artist that I was just like so always mesmerized by. Like I just thought she was the sickest, and I still think she's the sickest. And I think I just listened to her music so much that like naturally you kind of pick up on those inflections, and even just like run styles and shit. Like that still is like ingrained in my head. And yeah, I definitely think she was a massive influence on me. And honestly, I actually just really listened to female artists primarily growing up. So I think that definitely kind of also, plays a part in my sound for sure.
One of the hardest things with R&B, I feel like, is that it does have a lot of runs in the vocals. Was that something that was natural for you, or was that something that you had to learn over time how to be able to accomplish?
Oh no, that's natural. I'm literally so extra like when it comes to singing. Like I don't know why, I just find it so fun. And like, I look up to, yeah, like the Beyoncé's and the Rihanna's of the world. So to, just watching them kill it like that, obviously I want to like replicate that, in my own way. They definitely can't run as great as Beyonce, but I'm a try.
Would you say that there was a particular song, or there were particular songs on this upcoming EP that really challenged your vocals? And if so, how would you say they challenged it, or they challenged them?
Yeah, I mean, the next song I have coming out, Claim, the verses are really low. So I naturally have a super low voice, so I tend to gravitate to keys kind of that aren't super low because it scares me, but people also kind of like it. So that was kind of tough. And then there's another song called I Might, which I actually haven't even finished the final version of yet, because every time I try to record it, I just like am never happy with the result. It's like almost there. We're 95% there, but it's a tricky song to sing. So, I wanna perfect it, and sitting with a song obviously makes you, you know, just more comfortable with it. So we're getting there, but yeah, definitely not as simple as Glow.
To piggyback on Claim, I think that's the one you did with Olivia as well, right? Olivia O'Brien. So, how different is it going from doing songwriting for her music to now co-writing together for your own music?
Yeah, actually, that song's funny because we wrote that for neither of our artist projects. We wrote that for
Wow.
what, like, music industry people call pit. So I went in the studio with this producer, and we were like, like, let's think of what we listen to and some artists who we know who are looking for cuts. And we wrote that song, sat on a computer for like a year. And then, over the quarantine, I was like digging through just all my songs and just, trying to think about what I liked and what I wanted to move forward with. And I came across it and I was like, I love this song so much. Like, I don't even want to wait for someone to see if they want to cut it. Like, I just want to do it. So I cut it myself, the entire thing, and then send it to Olivia. And I was like, would you want to just like get on it with me? Like, this is like our song. And she was like, hell yeah. And yeah, the rest is history. But it's cool that, like, you can kind of repurpose and make anything work for you, because at the end of the day, it came out of us. So it is our story and it's real to us. So yeah.
Would you say that any songs from this EP, you were able to repurpose the sound or create a sound that you don't normally create in a studio kind of atmosphere?
Mm. Yeah, I mean, I think, like, in general, the whole project is definitely a little bit more produced than my last one.
Mhm.
There's a song called Never Have It Ever, which it feels just like way bigger than my other songs. I think my last project was super like bedroom pop. So I wanted to, really level up with this project and really make something that sounds like some shit you'd hear on the radio, or that could compare to like the big artists that everyone listens to. So I think that's kind of always going to be my goal, is just to make music that the quality is just better and better and better. And I feel like this one, it as I said, I do love guitar, but there are some songs that kind of stray away from the guitar space and go into a more produced out sort of thing, which is cool.
Now, when it comes to the music video for Glow, talk to me a little bit about the process and how involved were you in the actual creative process of the video?
I was very involved in it. That video was kind of a headache because I originally shot it like a couple months ago and I was just not happy with some of the scenes. So I decided a month ago that I wanted to reshoot the entire thing, which obviously is just stressful for everyone involved. We had completely edited it, like everything was done. I was like, wait, sorry guys, like we have to do this all over again. So that was probably kind of frustrating, but I'm really happy with the result, which is the main thing. And I'm super involved with everything, just from, like the outfits to sourcing the places to the lighting to whatever. And honestly, I edited the whole thing. And it's definitely like, it puts a lot of pressure on me, but I do really well under pressure and I like the pressure. And it's just another like creative outlet for me. I love, I started on YouTube technically making videos. So I definitely, like to use my skills as much as I can. And it's fun. It was cool.
How awesome is it for you as a creative being able to not only work on the music and work on instrumentation, but also work on the fashion side as well? How important is that to you in your music, and how do you feel like that kind of goes hand in hand with when you're creating music, or when music is already there and you're creating like an idea of a promo or a video?
Totally. I mean, yeah, fashion has always been like something that I loved and always felt something that was like oddly a little more like reachable or achievable than music for whatever reason. I actually went to fashion school before I'd even like professionally started putting out music or whatever. But yeah, I don't know. I'm like, obviously, I make music, so music is a big part of my art. But I'm a very visual person, and I just know what I like and know what I don't like, and it's fun for me to like put shit together and deliver it as like a whole package. Like, I feel like the visuals and everything actually need to like be just as incredible as the music. Otherwise, like sometimes you'll see like or hear a great song, you look at the cover art, and you're like, what is that? So I
That's
just
true.
definitely, I really I put 100% into everything I do, and yeah, fashion is just a big plays a big role in that.
How important will fashion also be in your upcoming tour? You're going back on the road with Olivia.
I
So,
am.
do you think about these like outfits that you're going to be wearing throughout every performance, or do you usually come up with it like as the tour gets closer?
No, I've definitely been putting a lot more thought into this tour around. It's kind of like odd the way that we're doing it. We have like 3 dates and then we have like a month off and then we go back out. So I have a custom outfit. I have two custom outfits for the first 3 dates. So I'm excited about those. I still don't really know what I'm doing the month after that, but I'm sure it'll just be more custom outfits. As I said, I'm pretty extra. So if I can, take the opportunity to make something really cool and make something like really pop on stage, like I'm gonna do that. So yeah.
And what can your fans look forward to on this tour as far as like performances go, or as far as the songs that you'll be performing? Will they be able to listen to a lot of this upcoming EP, or will it be a lot of your older material with a couple new songs?
It's actually a perfect split down the middle, old material and new material. So they're gonna
Nice.
hear the first four singles, and then like the my most popular songs on the last
Mm.
project. So yeah.
Amazing. Awesome. Well,
Yeah.
congratulations with that.
Thank you
And
so much.
is there a date yet for this upcoming EP? Is that something that's still up in the works? I know you said there was a couple songs still being recorded.
Yeah, the date of the actual EP, I'm not sure of, but the second single, Claim, comes out September 10th, which I haven't even announced yet. So, but
Nice. So it's
the
like
real
right
one,
around the corner.
yeah, it's like coming up really soon. So I have a lot of work to do.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much for taking the time. Congratulations and best of luck on tour. I know
Thank
I'm
you.
sure you're like itching to get back on the road.
Dude, I cannot wait. It's going to be the best thing. I'm so excited.